super excited about today because I'm going to get some more stitching in. Woo woo! So if you are new and this is the first time you're seeing my video, I want to say hey. Thanks so much for hopping on. I am really excited about today. I have been doing these Stitch Talk videos it's been officially a month, technically, because this is the 4th video, so yay. And we have been walking through the process of extreme cross-country stitching. What that means, in a nutshell, is I stitch one color throughout the entire project. And if you're on, say hey. I see some people getting on. Give me some love throughout, some hearts, some likes, some something throughout if this is going to be beneficial to you. What we're doing today is we are just stitching, and then I'm going to talk a little bit, hey Renee, a little bit about pin stitch. And I call it the pin stitch struggle bus because it's something I personally have struggled with in regards to 28 count. Pin stitch is super duper easy. Hey Lisa, hey Rayanne. Hopefully I said that right. Rayanne. I'm not quite sure. Definitely correct me. Help a sister out. Pin stitch is something that is kind of hard to get a hang of, but it's not impossible on 28 count. On Ada, any count is pretty simple. However, okay, so Rayanne, that was right. Okay, awesome. I didn't know if it was Rianne or Rayanne or what. I wasn't sure. So I just want to make sure. Because I hate when people say my name wrong. Because it's Portia and some people call me Porsche or whatever. So it sucks. And I totally understand that. So I want to make sure I said it right. So with the pin stitch on 28 count, it's a little bit tricky. Especially if you have traditional 28 count. Which doesn't have these grid lines. You see there's lines every 10 little blocks. Threads, whatever you want to call them. It is a lot easier on here, but it's still a little bit of a struggle bus. But we are going to work it out. So we are doing the Stitcher's Retreat, the freebie, and I can give you a link to that if you need to know where that is. Just let me know, and then I can comment that below. But we're going to start stitching because I only want to make this video about 30 minutes because typically they're like way longer than that. But we're going to get started. So I'm just going to work on this little column-y part, not column. I guess you could call it a column, I don't know. I'm just going to work on this section right here. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Hopefully I'll be able to see them on here. It's kind of difficult. I'm going to try to pull up this video on my phone so that I can see the comments because sometimes I can't and I want to make sure that I'm interacting with everybody. So what are you up to today? It is Thursday. Traditionally, these videos are on Friday, but I had to switch up the times because I'm going out of town. Okay, let me make sure the sound is not. Okay, cool. I should be able to see everyone's stuff, assuming that my phone doesn't fall over. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Yes, Lisa, I'm having a great day. It hasn't been crazy, so that's encouraging. And I get to see my husband tomorrow. Woo! I'm excited about that. So, I'm stitching this little area. Let me know if there are any issues. That's exciting, Lisa. I think it's so awesome to just have time to stitch because oftentimes we don't make the time or we don't have the time. And it kind of sucks. So I think that's great. Actually, I'm going to play some music in the background. Maybe not too loud. Because it can be annoying. So I'm just going to play. So you're not just hearing me breathing, you know, because it's awkward. But I want to make sure that I just have something in the background. So I am doing half cross. I actually, honestly, legitimately tried to do Continental last night, and I was like, Hey Junie, thanks for hopping on. It was just super hard for me, and I just can't be counting all that. Like, it was just tough. So I am doing something, I'm just doing half crosses instead. Marking off my chart. Okay, so sometimes with Easy PDF, since this is like, yes, Melissa, I'm on 28 count. since this is like cray-cray, meaning like, well, Easy PDF is not cray-cray, but this project is like 80 pages long. Sometimes Easy PDF will lag in regards to highlighting, like you just saw. It's totally okay. You can easily click out and come back in. In regards to saving, you can make it auto-save, which I can show you, but mine is already... I'll show you how to do that. Nope, that's not actually where I wanted to go. Settings. Okay, so you can go to the settings section and make sure you have autosave on right there. When I do that, Lisa, I am stitching over 1. It's actually over 1, which most people think is crazy, but it is definitely over 1. Okay, so just go to the settings section and go to autosave right there. If you need me to show you that again, I can. Okay, we're back on the page. Yeah, I'm stitching over 1 because, first of all, I'm doing 28 count because I did not like the coverage of tint or half crop or whatever on the other counts. On 25 count, I did not like the coverage. I thought it was not very good. Melissa, that is on, I'm using Easy PDF on my computer. The reason why is because I don't have a tablet, ain't trying to spend all that money to have a tablet. So my husband convinced me, hey Robin, my husband convinced me to get a, hold on, I need to move my chair real quick. Okay, my husband convinced me to get a Windows computer. I was a Mac user for so long because he was like, you need to do Windows, it's so much better, yada yada yada, and I'm like, I love my Mac. But I went to Windows because I just wanted to try something different, and because I kept having issues with my Mac for like ever and ever and for always, so I was like, this is ridiculous, you know, you spend all this money. Oh, Karen, that is true. I'll talk about that in a second. If you're, you know, like I spent over $2,000 for each Mac computer, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to keep spending this money if the computer always has issues. I was always having issues. Like, it was like a legit issue. I don't get what the problem was or anything. So, real quick, I am going to go from here down to here because I want to be able to go up with my stitching, which I'll show you. Alright, so right here, I'll see if I can kind of move my camera so you can see. Right here, as you can see, I went down in this hole right here. I am now going to do something that most of you may probably be shocked about, but I'm actually going to do this, change the direction, only because I didn't want to have to like do something weird with the needle, because it would have been, obviously if I would have went down in that same hole again, the thread would have came out, so I just keep going, and I just change things up. I don't know if it's okay to do like, see, you can see, maybe you can't see, I can try to zoom in, but, so you can see something about this. Okay, so if you can see this, my thread has slipped, my piece of fluff has slipped under this because I wasn't caring about the tension that well. So I'm just gonna, you might see it wrap around. No, it actually wasn't that bad. Sometimes that happens on 28 count, but you survive and then life goes on and it's okay. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure your tension is pretty steady throughout. Alright, so now I finished this little block. I'm going to come right here. And I want to get to the point where I show you, well, when I stitch long enough to show you how I do my, how I do the pen stitch. Which sometimes I have to use a sharp, which means a sharp needle. Hey Lori, I hope you're having a fantastic day. So far it's actually been pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna reverse the direction. I guess not really reverse the direction, but I'm doing this way now so that I don't have to redo. I know most of you are gonna think I'm literally crazy, but this is how I stitch. It's I kind of just do my thing so I don't have to waste threads and stuff. Floss. Sometimes I don't stitch through the eye of the needle. I guess I really do stitch a lot based on how I feel. I guess I'm not really methodical, which for the analytical people in this group, you're probably like having a heart attack. But I really realized yesterday when I was kind of stitching all over the place because I was switching in between continental and trying to do half stitch, and it was like crazy, or half tint or whatever. Hey Teresita, it was like ridiculous, and I was like, I can't be doing all this. So, you know, I just started changing stuff up, and I think with half cross it's important to do that simply because a lot of people say, not really a lot of people, but there are some people who say, you know, when you do the half crosses, you have the risk of dealing with like fabric issues like warping and stuff. So I personally I don't really think that that is an issue. Lisa, there is actually, it's called Zoom. It's actually a way that we could do that. I don't know if anyone else is interested in doing that, but if somebody had a Zoom account, we could all literally be stitching and like all have our videos going. Not everyone's like super excited about being on video like I am all the time because I'm weird, but that is another way that we could all stitch together, which I think would be a lot of fun. But so far, I don't know anyone else who wants to do Zoom. Otherwise, I would probably think about it. Zoom is, I think you can make a free Zoom account, but I think when you have like a certain number of people, you can't, it's like not free anymore. So I would have to look into that. But that would be cool. Yeah, Melissa, we could do Google Hangout for that too. That's true, because Google Hangout is free. So I could make a post, and if anyone wants to do that, we can like pick a day and we could do that. That would be cool. I know in my Fit and Stitch group, I want to have a retreat, like a virtual stitching retreat. I thought that was pretty cool. So we are looking into doing that coming up sometime in the fall after I move. Woo! And figure out my life. That would be good too. So basically, I stitch a couple of stitches and then I mark. And you can see there's quite a bit of lag time. I just kind of ignore it for now until it like bothers me a lot. And then I go from there. It's okay, Thanos. I totally understand that. Not everyone is like super excited about that. Hey, Tanya. Alright. Yeah, Lisa, that would be fun. Especially, you know, all the times when my husband is gone. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I am. I feel like I accidentally stitched some stuff I wasn't supposed to stitch. This is what happens when we're talking and stitching at the same time. Yeah, I think I totally stitched something I wasn't going to stitch, but it's okay. Accidents are okay for me. I don't know about you, but I ain't a perfectionist. Yeah, that's true, Melissa. Google Hangouts, you can just have chat only, and you can turn off your camera, and you can just watch everybody else and talk and all that stuff. And you can do voice only on there, too. Yep, that's true, Katrina. The cool thing about that also is, well, actually the not cool thing about that is I think you can only have a certain number of people on there or something. I'm not quite sure. I used to use Google Hangouts a lot for business. Now we just use Facebook Live stuff. I'm almost to the point where I would do a pin stitch. We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. So I like to take the path of, I guess you can say, least resistance. I basically, hold on, I think I might have made a counting boo-boo. This is what happens when you talk and stitch at the same time. Okay, so that's correct. Okay, I'm missing a stitch here, apparently. Oh, I'm not stitched in the wrong place. Hold up. Okay. We have a little bit of frogging to do. See, this is what happens. Here, I'm going to teach you how to frog, too. Not that there needs to be lessons in frogging, but you just go under the stitch and pull slightly. I missed one stitch because that's just what happens. I'm going to cut the end of this. And keep it going. Hold up. Oh, I got fuzzies on my needle. Yeah, I guess we could do that more, so that would be kind of cool. Okay, so here's my situation. So I had 4 stitches here. Then you have all these blanks, which is correct. And then okay, hold up. So we have 1, 2, 3 up. 2, 3. Hey, Clara. Up 1, which is right here. That's correct. Then you go over 1, and there's supposed to be a stitch right here. So let me count to make sure this is right over her. Okay, so I just messed up. Earlier when I was not on here, I make lots of mistakes when stitching, but all of them can be, you know, I make sure I count, so it's okay. So, hey Janice, hey Lois, hey, what do you say? Lisa, all you need is a Google Hangout to count. 1 space. 1, 2, now there's a stitch there, 3, 4, yeah, there needs to be a stitch here, and then the other one's on the line. Alright, we're on track now. I'm going to actually do this instead. I'm going to start right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we're down 1, 2, 3. Let me just double check. Okay, so I'm actually going to go ahead and end this here, this thread actually, before I even do that, because it's looking a mess. So here is the pin stitch technique. Now I don't know how much of this you can see. What you see and what I see. I'm actually going to make this bigger. Oops, hold up. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the focus real quick. Whoop, right there. Alright, so I'm gonna show you this pin stitch situation. Like I said, struggle bus for life. Not for life, but you know. Okay, so I'm going to do a pin stitch, let's say right here. Let's see if that's even possible. This is on 28 count Lugana. You're going to stick, whoop, I did it. Stick your needle at the top right there. You're going to pull a tiny bit. Now this is probably a little bit, well, it'll be fine. Then you're going to try to go in the middle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Go down in that same area. Awesome. Now honestly, I would probably just end it here, but I'm going to do it the long way for you because I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to pin stitch. I'm going to try. So it virtually disappeared. Nope, it's not wanting to go. So I'm going to take a sharp needle and I'm actually going to pierce. It makes it easier for the needle to go in, maybe. Alright. Now I'm going to pull and put it back in the middle. So this honestly was not the best pin stitch, but it works. Now you can see kind of a little bit there. Then I'm going to come up at the top again. You're probably going to have to watch this about 27,000 times, but you'll eventually get it. And you want to actually come in the same place you did last time, if it is at all possible. Well, I'm going to rock with it. I'm going to take a sharp again. Yes, Melissa, you're piercing it. That's what you're doing. Okay. Wiggle. There you go. Now I'm going to snip. This, I've only been doing this for a little while on this type of fabric. I can do it on Aida like nobody's business, but Lugana takes a little bit of practice. I'm going to snip, and there you have a pin stitch. I did not need to do anything in regards to turning my frame over or anything like that. Hey Rachel, hey Elena. So there you go. And I have a pre-threaded needle ready to go already. I'm actually using a needle minder for my pre-thread needles right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue stitching. Let me see how long we've been on. Alright, we only have a few minutes left because like I said, I ain't trying to take up all your day, friend. And we're going to keep going. Alright, I'm going to make the screen smaller. Nope, I made the wrong screen smaller. Hold up. Give me... Okay, give me a second. Hold up. I mean, it's actually up to you guys. I could, just show you what I'm stitching rather than show you the chart, but I figured you kind of want to follow along to see how I'm stitching based on the chart, but it's really entirely up to you, so just kind of let me know what works best for you. Okay, we are going to carry on. I'm going to do a loop start now because I'm about to start another thing. I'm going to, I can actually show you guys that. So for this stitch right here that you see, hey Judy, for this stitch that you see up here, I would do a pin stitch. This is a confetti stitch. What that means is there ain't no other colors on this right now. I would do a pin stitch. I would probably pin stitch like put my needle there and then come up around here and do a pin stitch and then stitch this, and then I would end it up here or something like that. Okay, and I can show you that, but I really just want to stitch this area because it's annoying me right now. So I just want to get this part done. Okay, so I stitched the bottom here. Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do a loop start. Hopefully most of you know what a loop start is. If not, I also did a video about that a while ago. So I'm going to start, I always start near other stitches regardless of anything else because it gives you an anchor point and it helps you not to have to worry about counting incorrectly. Hey Alex, hey Marlies. And the way I'm stitching right now, like how I'm going backwards like this, is technically, I'm actually stitching a little bit slower than I normally would, is kind of how you would do continental. But like I said, continental is a little bit tricky because you have to do all that counting and figuring out, am I going up here, am I going down here, or whatever, and I ain't got time for all that. So, I don't do that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do these stitches down here, and then I'm going to hike back up. So 1, 2, over 3. 1, 2, wiggle, 3. You should do it, Alex! Step out of that parking comfort zone. Although, I might do a video on parking on another piece, but I literally just, I can't handle it, so I just don't do it. I really did try, though. When I first started stitching, I was like, alright, this is the only way to stitch, let me try this. And then I was like, But, you know, extreme cross country is definitely not for everybody. But it's for me. But you never really know what you like until you honestly try different things. So that's why I always tell people, you know, step out of your comfort zone, just try something new. You may like something better than what you're doing already. Who knows? And you never know unless you try. Alright, so now we're going to go up 2 over 1. 1, 2. Let me just double check. That would be 3, 4. Yep, we're in the right place. Yeah, Lisa. I mean, it makes sense. I just, it's just too much. And I feel the same way with continental. Like, I love the idea of continental, but with the how I stitch, it's just honestly not really practical. So I just do this instead. Whoops. Okay, so I have a little bit of a knot. If this happens, wiggle. Oh, we still have a knot. Wiggle again. You just kind of have to... Hold up. Oh, we're still good. Okay, we're good. Alright, I'm just going to finish this section. And then I will leave you to go stitch. Well, for you to go stitch. I have to go do some other stuff because I'm peacing out tomorrow. Alright, now over 1, 2. I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could stitch all day, Lisa. Unfortunately, I have to go adult and pack my stuff. Also, if you don't know, please join us on Wednesday over at my Portrait Parker Fitness page. And I do live stitching at 7 p.m. Eastern. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Bye, Judy. Love you too, girl. I'll talk to you later. Alright. So, what I would do now is I would end in my floss here because I have to go all the way up here somewhere to get this. And I ain't trying to travel all of that way. The old Portia would have traveled because she's lazy. However, new Portia doesn't want to be lazy. So I'll do one more pin stitch and then I'll peace out. Let's see if this is easier. Nope. Alright, I'm just going to use a sharp because it really does make things easier. So, if you just kind of, you're splitting the thread here, or trying to. Maybe that helps. Yep. Okay, we got a little bit of something right here. Gonna go down in the middle. I'm actually gonna show you the lazy way I do it because honestly it's fine. And then I just go actually back up here. Earlier I did the, alright, that's not even the same place. Hold up. My music tricked out on me.
Hey, so I wanted to real quick show you my favorite, most delicious, incredible dressing ever that I made.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll turn the music off now. My iTunes and I'm going to an old video that I made. Now my scissors dropped. Clearly, it's time for me to get off of here. Alright, so I brought my needle back up. I'm going to clip this. You can see it a tiny bit, but it's really not a big deal. Like I said, it's a work in progress. It's a struggle bus on this right now. So, I would then, count the appropriate stitches or whatever and do my next stitch up here. And I'll have plenty of this later on, so I'll show you some more later. But that is all for now, my friends. So if you enjoyed this, definitely comment below. Let me know. If you have any questions, comment below. I can do more videos about this stuff. So yeah, that is all for today. We'll be back on next Friday, either 2 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Eastern. I have to see what the vote was. And then on Wednesday, check me out at the Portrait Parker Fitness page at 7 p.m. Eastern. Just stay tuned over there because I do a live stitching video over there as well. All right, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.